Liverpool fans and Chelsea fans, buckle up, because the Premier League has just been rocked by one of the most explosive football battles off the pitch. We're talking about a teenage sensation, a Wonderkid who has already etched his name into Premier League history at just 16 years old, Rio Ngumoha. But while Liverpool are celebrating his dazzling debut, Chelsea are fuming behind the scenes. The Blues believe they've been robbed of a generational talent, and now they're going to war for compensation. So what's really happening here? Why are Chelsea so angry? And could Liverpool end up paying a massive price for their capture of Rio Ngumoha? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand not just the transfer controversy, but also why Ngumoha could become the next big star in English football. And of course, let me know in the comments. Do you think Chelsea deserve a big payout for Ngumoha? Or did Liverpool play by the rules? I'll be reading every response. Let's start with the boy himself, Rio Ngumoha, just 16 years old. Last night, under the floodlights at a rocking St. James's Park, he made his Premier League debut for Liverpool. And what a debut it was! Coming on in stoppage time, with the game hanging in the balance against Newcastle United, Ngumoha wasted no time. Within seconds, he clinically swept home a winner to make it 3-2 for the Reds. The scenes were electric. Liverpool fans erupted, social media exploded, and Ngumoha instantly made headlines as the fourth youngest scorer in Premier League history. That's right. At just 16, he's already on a list with names like Michael Owen, Cesc Fabregas, and James Milner. Not bad company for a teenager still years away from finishing school. But while Liverpool fans are celebrating the birth of another Anfield superstar, Chelsea are watching with clenched fists. And here's why. You see, Ngumoha wasn't always a Liverpool player. He was actually part of Chelsea's youth setup. In fact, inside Stamford Bridge, coaches and scouts rated him as one of the most gifted players of his generation, a true academy jewel. But in a dramatic twist last year, Ngumoha chose to leave Chelsea and head north to Liverpool. And this wasn't a straightforward deal. Because of his age, Premier League rules required the move to go through a strict 5-step process involving academy compensation and youth development protections. Liverpool ticked every box. They followed the rules. The move was approved. Ngumoha was officially theirs. But for Chelsea, the anger hasn't faded. Inside sources revealed that Stamford Bridge chiefs were left furious. They felt betrayed. They believed they had lost a generational talent, a player who could have carried the Chelsea badge into the next decade. And because of that, Chelsea immediately pushed for a tribunal to set a proper fee for Ngumoha. Fast forward to today, almost a year later, and the tribunal decision still hasn't been made. But here's the twist. Ngumoha's dazzling debut goal for Liverpool might actually strengthen Chelsea's case. Now let's break this down. Why are Chelsea fighting so hard? It's all about money and pride. When young players switch academies, the original club is usually entitled to compensation to reflect the years of training and investment put into the player's development. Think of it as protecting clubs from losing gems for free after spending years nurturing them. Chelsea argue that Ngumoha isn't just any academy graduate. He's special. They see him as a once-in-a-generation prospect, someone who could reach world-class levels. And if that's true, they'll want Liverpool to pay a fee that matches his talent and potential. And here's where things get spicy. Ngumoha's Premier League debut goal, scored at just 16, is living proof of his extraordinary ability. Chelsea's lawyers will almost certainly use this moment in their case. Their argument? If he's already delivering at the top level for Liverpool, imagine how much he's worth. So while Liverpool fans cheer his rise, Chelsea may be quietly thinking, "Thank you, Rio. You've just increased the compensation fee we can demand." But from Liverpool's side, the story is different. The Reds believe they followed every step of the process correctly. They didn't break rules, they didn't tap him up illegally, and the Premier League gave the green light. For Liverpool, this is about building for the future. Jurgen Klopp may have left, but Arne Slot knows the importance of young blood. Ngumoha fits perfectly into Liverpool's vision of combining experienced leaders with fearless young stars, and with Liverpool's history of developing youngsters into legends. Think Steven Gerrard, Michael Owen, Trent Alexander-Arnold. Fans are already dreaming that Ngumoha could be the next Academy-inspired superstar. The Reds will argue that Chelsea lost him because they couldn't convince him to stay. And in football, sometimes players simply want a new challenge. So what happens now? The Premier League tribunal is still set to make a decision on compensation. Chelsea will want millions. Liverpool will want to pay as little as possible. And Ngumoha's stunning debut only adds fuel to the fire. This isn't just a legal battle. It's a footballing rivalry spilling into the courtroom. Chelsea versus Liverpool, two giants of English football. A fight for pride, money, and the legacy of a teenager who might just become one of the biggest names of his generation. And here's something to think about. If Ngumoha continues to shine, could Chelsea end up regretting letting him go more than they regret losing Mo Salah back in 2014? Remember, Salah was once theirs too, before becoming a legend at Anfield. Could history be repeating itself? So there you have it. Chelsea are at war with Liverpool over Rio Ngumoha, a 16-year-old sensation who's already making Premier League history. The Blues want compensation. The Reds are celebrating a new hero, and the battle is only just beginning. But what do you think? Should Chelsea get a massive payout? Or is this